Thank you so much for joining us once again, ladies and gentlemen, joining me, not joining us, to another episode on the Life Signatures Radio. We started a new series a couple of days back. We're talking about, guess what, how to handle stress that comes from losing a competition, whether you are supporting Trump or supporting Biden, supporting Raila, supporting Bobby Wine, whether you're supporting the Lakers, Los Angeles Lakers, or the Warriors. I mean, life is filled with competitions, whether you are supporting whatever it is that you're supporting or not. At some point in time, you'll be on the losing end. And losing is not easy. It brings some kind of stress. Whether it's in the political arena, religious arena, it's in the sports arena, it's in the academic arena, or whatever arena it is that you find yourselves in, sometimes we lose, and handling that loss cannot be easy. And so we're talking about how to handle such like situations in our lives, and that's what the episodes are all about in this new series. Let's go deeper today. Stay tuned.
Welcome to the Life Signatures podcast with Lawrence Namale. Lawrence is a life coach, author, and keynote speaker who loves to tackle different topics on purpose, productivity, and resilience. His mission in life is to awaken all your boundless possibilities available in you. Life Signatures podcast is dedicated to bring to reality every single person who knows that deep down in their gut, there's got to be more to life than this. And now, here is your host, Lawrence Namale.
Every working day, we have mostly two perspectives in life. That's a very interesting statement. For the most part, binary. We win or we lose. Now, the gray area of wanting and waiting for the results to come perhaps is the most stressful and stretching moments in life. When we go through that circumstance and you're waiting, you put in your CV. I'll never forget this. I quit my job some years back, maybe a decade or so. And the only respite for me was to get another job. And so I went and attended an interview. And in fact, it was on the strength of performing in that interview, the way it was easily conducted and so on, that I thought I had favor and I thought I was going to get the job. It is from that decision that I quit the job that was stressing me. So between the moment that I quit my job and the moment that I got another, that's a very stretching and a very stressful moment. It's a moment of in between, a moment of waiting. And there's a statement that T.D. Jakes once made. He says that God sustains you between glories. That between moment. You see, the between moment, you don't know whether you're going to lose or whether you're going to win. Sometimes you have no idea. And it can be very stressful and very stretching. The best I can give is the moment when a team is going to play in the finals. Or maybe that's not the best, but a team is going to play in the finals. You know for sure one team is going to lose, one team is going to win. The 45 minutes of waiting, not even 45. Yeah, the 45 minutes of waiting the second half to end. There is a definite answer that there's going to be a winner and there's going to be a loser. It can be stretching. It can be stressful. You've gone and you've cast your ballot and you've wished and you've prayed and you've fasted and you've campaigned and you want your candidate to win. The opinion polls have come out and so on, and you want your candidate to win. It is stretching when they are counting those votes, whether it's Trump or it's Raila or it's Bobby Wine. They are counting the votes. It can be a very stressful moment. It is also very stressful because of one thing. We cannot, and we do not want to stomach a loss. You don't want to lose joining the university. You don't want to lose joining high school because of the cutoff points and so on, and you've gone through a competition. You don't want your candidates to lose. You don't want your team to lose. You cannot stomach it. How are you going to face the world? Because your success and your upward mobility in life was kind of pegged on the win. Your feel-good factors were pegged on you winning. And you cannot stomach a loss. In fact, by the way, sometimes, even for the most part, we did not plan to lose. We did not make any contingency plans to lose. So we cannot handle it. We didn't have plan B. We didn't have plan B at all. We just had plan A. And our plan A was, we're gonna win this. We must win this. There is no plan B. And perhaps, ladies and gentlemen, that's where the rain starts beating us in terms of all these competitions that we approach in life. The Bible gives us a very interesting scripture, and it says that a righteous man falls down 7 times, but 7 times he rises up again. Do we ever think of failing? Do we ever think of falling? Do we ever plan for contingencies to fail? Did the Arsenal fans envisage a situation where Arsenal will crumble in the last 1 month and give away the title that they have been leading for 249 days? Do we plan for plan B? In your life, when you go and attend the interview, do you put in your mind and in your psyche the possibility of failing? One of Kenya's longest serving presidents, for 24 years he led the country. It's the time he used to say, failure is not in my dictionary. Now, that's a very interesting statement to make. But in reality, failure is part and parcel of life. In fact, it's part and parcel of success. So at the time that I'm speaking these words in this episode, somewhere in this world, someone is going through a competition. One competition that has been talked about a lot is Arsenal failing to win the Premiership. Having come that close for 19 years, that close. In fact, this is the second time they're failing to do it, coming that close. Maybe the third time. Somewhere in this world, there's a competition going on and someone is on the losing side. Somewhere in this world, someone is preparing to go for a competition. In fact, I think in the America, they're going to have it in 2024. When this is 2024 is next year. They're going to have elections next year. Someone is gonna lose. I think it's in Turkey. Could it be in Turkey that there's an election, a runoff election going on in the next couple of months? Someone is gonna lose. Examinations are being done across the globe. Someone is projected to lose. Millions of people in the world are stressed over the prospects of the results of the competitions that they have engaged themselves in. Sometimes even their relatives, your father and your mother, they are stressed because they do not know the outcome of the competition that you engaged in. Maybe it's for a transition into high school, or it's for a transition into university. They don't know. Many media outlets, when there are elections, they project a particular winner. We are going to project that Joe Biden is going to win. We're going to project that Uhuru Kenyatta is going to win. We're going to project that Raila Odinga is going to win. We're going to project that Bobby Wine is going to win by this margin. See, these things are always going to be part and parcel of life. Whether those projections are going to be there or not, there will be a definite loser. When there is a definite loser, it's not just one person losing. Sometimes in the competitions that we involve ourselves in, the loss is massive in terms of whom it affects. It's not just affecting one person. If I fail in my marriage, for instance, it's not just me that it affects. Someone once told me, a divorcee once told me that when you lose your marriage, it's like something has died. It's that bad. Now, it just doesn't affect you alone. To some extent, if you have children, massive. It's going to affect them massively. To some extent, if you have parents, it's going to affect them. Brothers and sisters is going to affect them. Church members is going to affect them. Friends is going to affect them. Families that had come together, they're going to be affected. See, what I'm communicating in these episodes is that inevitably we face very many situations in life where we get to lose. How do we handle the loss? Whether it's elections, or it's sports, or it's in the academic world, politics, whatever. How do we lose? How do we position ourselves so that we can be able to handle these things? So tomorrow, I had promised I'm going to talk about the heart today, but tomorrow let's do that, even as we're discussing this, so that we can build a good foundation as we continue. Until then, bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to Life Signatures Radio. If you enjoyed today's show, subscribe to Life Signatures Radio on iTunes, Stitcher, or visit our website at lifesignatures.libsyn.com. Life Signatures Radio, fresh, clean, and inspiring.